No one wants to die, but everyone wants to go to paradise. Robert Kiyosaki referred to this potent statement in his book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It exemplifies a sobering truth about this world. While most of us aspire to the good life, few of us are prepared to put in the effort required to get there. Of the 7 billion people on the planet as of 2022, about 56.1 million, including billionaires born into money, are prepared to go above and beyond to reach the sweet spot. When put into perspective, less than half of people have adapted their wealthy behaviors. Do you want to go with them? If so, read on to learn which behaviors will make you rich for sure. Number 1. They love to read. On a flight, you'll see practically everyone with their nose in a book if you stroll by first or business class. Either they'll read the entire flight or just a few hours of it. In either case, the wealthy are aware of the power of information. Even though kids are reading a fictional story, they will still be able to draw many lessons about life from it. The wealthy read newspapers or business and financial magazines in addition to books so they can stay current on news. The wealthy also invest time in learning things that many people neglect, aside from global issues. For instance, it's not unusual to run into a wealthy someone who can administer first aid or sew a button on. The wealthy consider this because they know that having these abilities may be useful in the future. You may always use applications with audiobooks if you have trouble focusing, as I do occasionally. Regardless of the technique of learning, knowledge is helpful. Number 2. They don't sleep in. I'll confess, it's embarrassing, but I'm guilty as charged. Sometimes, it takes me 2 or 3 snoozes of my alarm before I eventually get out of bed. Even though this may appear like a harmless habit, it can significantly affect your financial situation. Studies show that the wealthy don't often let their alarms go off in the morning. They have a good night's rest, go to bed early, and wake up as soon as the alarm goes off. If you're someone who stays up late watching Netflix just to snooze your alarm and feel foggy in the morning, I suggest you start this habit. Number 3. They sleep early, get up early. To be honest, when I was younger, I used to believe that the wealthy would spend the day in bed, pay their butlers for breakfast, and tally the zeros in their bank accounts. Oh, how foolish I was! It takes a long time and a lot of work to establish and maintain an empire. The wealthy make the most of every second. They have more time to set the tone for the day when they awaken early, before the rest of the world. These early morning hours are when some millionaires meditate, exercise, and practice yoga. Others start working right away. They get up earlier than everyone else because they understand how valuable time is. Number 4. They are always grateful. Give thanks when you enjoy something and observe how much more of it enters your life. Wealthy people will always take the time to express their gratitude to those around them. Employees who assisted in completing a presentation, the chef who delivered their food to the table, or the mechanic who examined their car can all qualify. There is a myth that says wealthy people are rigid and unappreciative, but this isn't true. They are aware of the importance of interpersonal connections in both their personal and professional lives. Additionally, wealthy people are aware of the influence of their reputation. They are aware that they will lose more than half of all business opportunities if they are perceived by others as this irate person who snaps at everyone and everything. The most crucial factor in the working world is reputation. Everyone can tell that you are a kind person when you go around and honestly thank everyone around you for their labor. You stand out because you take the time to look for people who do their jobs well or simplify your life. Number 5. They make their debt work for them. They are aware that there are two different types of debt, constructive and destructive. To finance a company or a moderately hazardous endeavor, productive debt is used. Such debt functions as an asset. Bad debt, on the other hand, does just what it sounds like. It wrecks your finances. It's typically used to fund opulent expenditures like brand new automobiles or houses. Utilizing this type of debt is not productive. The wealthy have this mentality. Why not take on that debt if they can borrow $200 to finance a firm that would eventually turn over $500 and pay them $200 per month? This is a specific illustration of productive debt. Avoid taking on debt to purchase items like the most recent iPhone model or a Gucci bag that will eventually lose value. Either fully avoid it or use it in a way that will bring you financial gain. Number 6. They are disciplined. The secret to success is maintaining discipline, especially when it seems like nothing is going your way. The well-off instill discipline in their children from an early age. Consider Usain Bolt. Even though there are likely many others with talent equal to his, he was successful due to his discipline. Has he battled his coach? Nothing matters. Within an hour, it will start to rain. It doesn't matter. He will train somewhere. Nothing can stop him from achieving his goals because he constantly has them in mind. The wealthy have tunnel vision once they have a goal in mind. It makes no difference how difficult the journey will be or how much work they must put in. Number 7. You are forever relevant. In business, you must remain current. Why do you think so many businesses, including Apple, Microsoft, and others, are always reinventing themselves and releasing new products? To remain competitive in today's economy, they must remain relevant. You must follow suit. How do you remain current? Constantly give them something of worth. In various contexts, value can signify different things. For instance, if you run a multi-million-dollar company, you are continuously giving your investors money back. Always be aware of what individuals around you need and fulfill their needs. By adding value, you remain relevant. Keeping up with the times keeps you successful. Number 8. They love to invest in themselves. Rich people also make investments in their personal development. If you have a fixed income, it could be challenging for you to set aside money for yourself. But doing so is crucial if you want to advance professionally. Not only do you need money to invest in your business ideas, but you also need the self-assurance to believe that your concept has the potential to be worth millions of dollars. Attending self-improvement seminars, CEO management training, or even just getting your hair cut in a more upscale area of town are examples of ways to invest in oneself. Your self-confidence will increase as you invest more money in developing your abilities, your attractiveness, and even your physical appearance. Number 9. They don't spend just because. When they see the Kardashians with their Ferraris, iPhone 13 Pro Maxes, and Christian Louboutins, many people immediately think, thus, this is how the wealthy spend their money. This is not the actual world. You run into a classic trap that so many individuals fall into when their income rises and they feel the need to update every aspect of their existence. There isn't a single billionaire, self-made or not, who impulsively chooses to replace their outdated possessions with brand new, gleaming models every few months. Rich individuals eat at regular restaurants and dress in apparel from the dollar store. Because they budget for everything, they have very frugal lives. The best approach to increasing one's bank account is to live with one's means, which is why the challenging issue now is that this idea is simpler to say than to implement. If you browse Instagram, you'll see that many users display photos of their brand new Range Rovers and $1,000 diamond bracelets. They are trying to sell you a dream come true. They have no idea that you are too intelligent to fall for their tricks. You already know that they most likely took on debt to appear wealthy. Number 10. They don't shop to distress. You may have experienced buyer's remorse. Indeed, I have. I entered the store and purchased it after months of contemplation. However, as I get back home, it doesn't feel as good as I had anticipated. I no longer feel excited and somewhat disappointed. Did I need to get this? I catch myself reflecting. You shouldn't let things from this world make you happy. They may get you excited for a split second, but they won't make you happy for very long. The rewards from experiences, however, are far greater. The wealthy have understood this for ages. This is why you seldom see people who are wealthy waste money on opulent and designer products instead of going on trips and spending time with their loved ones. Along with creating wonderful experiences, traveling broadens people's horizons. They might locate for more options to make money because they have more information to learn about. We can profit from experiences in every aspect of our lives. So put your to-purchase list aside and make a to-do list in its place. Number 11. They leave their children with something. No doubt, having money makes things simpler. No wealthy person, in my opinion, will attempt to refute this. They make sure their children have the finest opportunity to achieve in life since they are conscious of that. An inheritance serves as a safety net. Although the kids are still taught to learn from their own experiences and failures, they don't have to worry about meeting their fundamental necessities when they have money. The fact that these kids are also taught financial literacy is even more crucial. They are not given money to spend whatever kids choose. Rather, they are taught from the beginning that money must be earned and that it must be valued. By the time the inheritance is paid out, the children are already planning how they would use it and how they will expand their parents' companies. Generational wealth is produced in this manner. Number 12. They invest most, if not all, in their health. The wealthy develop tiny routines that support their continued good physical and mental health. They always schedule time for reading, meditation, and exercise. They are kept alive and maintained by all of these things. They also make sure they eat a diet that is balanced, healthful, and rich in fresh produce, decent sources of protein, and whole grains. Well-being is riches. It must be safeguarded at all costs. Hey, thanks for watching. Which is your favorite habit so far? Leave it in the comments below. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to help us create more informational videos like this. From the Wisdom Mentor channel, see you on the next one.